everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we will learn about Strassen's matrix multiplication using divide and conquer method. So we know the traditional matrix multiplication method, that is we consider two matrices and perform the product of the two matrices and obtain the product, right? So we are considering here two matrices, that is A and B. Okay, and C is the product of these two matrices. So using the traditional matrix multiplication, it will give a time complexity of big O of n cube. If suppose we are using the Strassen's matrix multiplication algorithm, then it gives big O of n power 2.81 time complexity, which is less than normal traditional multiplication method. So why should we go for the Strassen's matrix multiplication algorithm? It reduces the time complexity. That means it reduces the calculations from in the traditional matrix multiplication. Suppose here we are considering the traditional matrix multiplication A and B. We are performing the product of these two matrices. So how do we perform the product of these two matrices? Means by considering this A11, A12, and horizontally and vertically we will consider the elements. So A11, A12, B11 and B21. Okay. So here we are taking the, if you want to find out the element in the C11, we have to perform two multiplications and one addition for a particular element, for a single element, right? So C11 equals to A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. Similarly for C12 element, so we have to perform the A11 into B12 and A12 into B22, right? So in the same way we have to find out the product of all the elements here. So for each element we are taking two multiplications and one addition. So in order to perform the product of two matrices for overall the matrix for all the elements, then it results in 8 multiplications and 4 additions. If suppose you are using the Strassen's matrix multiplication method by using the divide and conquer method, so here we will apply only 7 multiplications and 8 additions or subtractions. In this Strassen's matrix multiplication method, so we are dividing the 2 by 2 matrix into 7 n by 2 into n by 2 matrices. So that is P, Q, R, S, T, U and V. So these are the 7 n by 2 into n by 2 matrices. Okay. So after calculating these elements, then we will go with this how to find out the values of the C11, C12, C21 and C22 elements. So this recurrence relation using the Strassen's method gives this formula. So T of n equals to 7 T of n by 2 plus a n square, where n is greater than 2. If suppose the matrix is the number of elements in the matrix is big, that means if it is a 2 by 2 matrix or more, then we can use this Strassen's matrix multiplication method. If suppose the number of elements in the matrix are less, that suppose if 1 by 2 or 2 by 1 like that, then so we will simply perform the normal matrix multiplication method. Okay. So same for traditional multiplication method, so the recurrence relation is 8 T of n by 2 plus a n square. So now we will solve the Strassen's matrix multiplication method using an example. So we are considering the formulas of the 7 formulas of the Strassen's matrix multiplication for performing the product of two matrices of n by 2 and n by 2 order. Okay. So we are considering these formulas here. So here P equals to A11 plus A22 into B11 plus B22. So what is the A11 value here? 2. So 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3. Right? So B11 and B22 value. So it is 4 into 3 equals 4 into 6 equals 24. So similarly here Q value A21 plus A22 into B11. So substitute these values here simply. 2 plus 2 into 3 equals to 12. Next the R value. So A11 into B12 minus B22, that equals to 0. So A22 into B21 minus B11. So A22, so that is 2 into 3 minus 3, that is 0. And T equals to, so 2 plus 2 into B22 value, that is 3. So 4 3 is 12. A21 minus 22. So 2 minus 2 into 3 plus 3, that is 0. So here also it will yield the value 0. So now these values are substituted in this equation. C11 equals to, so P is 24 plus 0 minus 12 plus 0. Okay, that is 12. Next R plus T. R is 0 and T is 12. That is 12. Next Q plus S. Q plus S. 12 plus 0 is 0. So 12. And P plus R minus Q plus V. So P plus R minus Q plus V. So 12 plus 0. That is 12. So this is how we can perform the matrix of the n by 2 into n by 2 order and get the product of the two matrices using the Strassen's matrix multiplication method.